So I'm going to be talking briefly about Delta 8 THC and my experiences with it, and I would recommend up front, I'm just saying I would recommend you trying it. Maybe just get a gram of it and smoke the gram over a couple day period and see how it affects you and does for what it does for you. So I first heard about this probably around I'm going to say the beginning of fall. One of my friends told me about it. Fast forward a couple months later, when I ran out of bud and was being lazy and didn't want to drive to go pick the bud up that I would have had to get, because at this time I was going to have to go to about 25 minutes into another town to pick it up that day, and did not want to do that. So I got someone to pick me up a gram of Delta 8 THC from a head shop, and the first couple of times I smoked it, I was not too impressed with it, but once I finished that out, I made a gram of it. I made it last me like 2 days, because I have cut back to just smoking at the nighttime. And I started liking it more, and I have completely switched from regular cannabis to Delta 8. So, and what Delta 8 is it's Delta 9 is the psychoactive ingredient in cannabis. Now, this just extracts the Delta 9. You still get high. It still relieves anxiety. It still does the things that normal weed does. The only thing that I've noticed the difference in is it does not make you overly paranoid. It does not fog your mind up, and it doesn't sort of. I don't know if any of you guys, when you smoke a certain amount of regular cannabis, or if it's high potency, it kind of makes me want to shut out people, and it makes me just want to just go in my own little bubble, because I just get weird about talking, and I can't pay attention or shit, and so it makes me socially awkward. This did not have that effect on me. I was able to, and also with regular cannabis, there at the end I was noticing that it was making me not be able to fall asleep that good, and then when I did fall asleep, or if it wasn't making me having issues falling asleep, when I did fall asleep I was having issues sleeping throughout the night. And then on top of that, I was not remembering any of my dreams. So, and then I was having a difficult time waking up. I've talked about this for a while with the cannabis, and this with me, like I was having a difficulty waking up due to it. And I noticed I woke up better, refreshed, easier. I noticed that I was sleeping throughout the night for the most part, and I was remembering my dreams. So this alone was enough to get me to switch completely to it. Then you bring up the fact that in my area, just depending on the quality of it, you can get 7 grams of Delta 8 THC for $35, and this is the higher end version of it. It's called Apple Jacks. It's got like 30, the strain I'm referring to, that I normally get at. Shout out to Advanced Botanicals in Kingsport, Tennessee, the best place to get kratom and Delta 8 at by far. So for $35, 7 grams, that lasts me a week, sometimes 10 days. And before, I was spending between $35 and $40 every 3 or 4 days on bud, regular cannabis. So I noticed that the price was cheaper for me, and it lasted longer. And then you bring in the fact of the things I mentioned earlier, like it doesn't fog your mind up, doesn't make you overly paranoid, the sleep better, and this nature just made me switch completely to it, because it's like you're smoking bud like normal, except you don't have the negative side effects and consequences of it. So it has been a complete game changer for me, and it is something I would highly recommend you guys checking out. This is not, let's not construe this, it's not like CBD. CBD does not have any sort of psychoactive effects of it. Now the Delta 8 still has psychoactive effects, it's just not strong like with Delta 9. So it's not like you're not getting anything. THC is still in there, and the good thing about this is I believe it is legal in all 50 states. So if there's not a head shop close to you that sells it and you can't try it out, you can easily order it online and it'll get delivered to you. So this is something that I would highly recommend checking out. I have not found too many cons with this. I have mentioned the pros throughout this video. Easier going to sleep, staying asleep longer, remember your dreams better, wake up easier, doesn't fog your mind up, doesn't make you overly paranoid, doesn't make you socially awkward. So those are the pros. The cons, I cannot find any cons just from switching from Delta 9, like regular Delta 9 to Delta 8. There is no cons that I can see. But now, the cons of just jumping into Delta 8 and not having any experience with cannabis, there would be a couple that I would like to point out. You don't want to put yourself at risk to getting mentally addicted to this, because that's what it'll do. You can become mentally addicted to it. And you also don't want to put the risk up, even though it's a shitty con. Like if you work somewhere and they drug test you, you will test for THC with this. It's got THC in it. So those are really the only cons that I can see in general of this. So definitely recommend going and checking it out if you are a cannabis user, and if you've used CBD before, don't go into this thinking that it's going to be like CBD, because you will get high. And the benefits are there, that's what I'm saying, especially if you are a cannabis user. So that's my thought and opinion, and I guess you could say review of Delta 8. I have tried I've not tried the carts. I've not tried the Delta 8 carts / wax. I have tried the edibles and the flower, and I can say this: those edibles are ridiculously ridiculous. Like, you can have. I've taken a regular cannabis THC edibles. I've taken huge doses of those, and it can give you sort of a psychedelic experience. These, I got a couple 500 milligram Fruit Loop bars, and I'm telling you, you can split these things up into like fifths, like a fifth of a bar, or even lower if you'd like to. But I took about 300 milligrams of it, 200 to 300 milligrams, and then smoking on top of it. And I swear it was kind of stronger than a regular cannabis edibles. It was crazy. Oh, and the con is, man, it makes you it gives you the munchies worse than regular if you consume a certain amount of it, especially the edibles. I ate an edible and woke up in the middle of the night, or before I went to bed, I ate like 2 or 3 Pop-Tarts. Woke up in the middle of the night and ate like 3 to 4 more. I ate damn near 6 to 8 Pop-Tarts. So that's not good. That's not good at all, my friends. But that is my review / opinion piece about it. And again, it's just a game of form and the play of life for eternity. I am me talking to you, and so is everyone else. So please realize this, so we can unite and change the content within here. It would be greatly appreciated. Love you guys.